What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Front Yard Fantasy Podcast live stream. Windy Indy Masters Week Throwdown. I'm not sure if Indy's even windy today or if the game's even in Indy. I don't know if it's in Tennessee or Indianapolis. I just realized I'm a dingus. But you know what? I actually didn't say in that whether or not it was going to be in Indy or in Tennessee. I was just stating that
Windy Indy.
Windy Indy.
Windy Indy, yep.
Could be true. And it is Masters Week. I'm telling you guys, it's going to be really weird taking a Masters nap in November instead of April. But I think I'll be okay. I think I'll make it.
What is a Masters nap?
Oh, you're missing out if you've never taken a Masters nap. You open the window. You make sure a couch is pushed up directly against some windows. You open them so that the breeze comes in, okay? And then you lay on the couch and you turn on the Masters and you take a nap in the middle of the day. And you have to do it at least once during the Masters. I'm not sure there's better sleep. Like, I really don't think there's better sleep in the entire world than a Masters nap.
I believe that.
I'm not sure that I could have picked a better person to hitch my professional career with than Simon, who loves taking Masters naps.
Dude, the Masters is 1 week a year. Not even a full week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So what?
My
I sleep
bad.
the whole week.
Sorry.
Get over it.
I'm going to let you have this one, Simon. I'm going to let you have your Masters nap, Enjoy it,
JL, I bet you spend time with your family on Christmas. And I can't believe I hitched my professional career to someone who takes a whole day to spend time with family.
A whole entire day.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous,
we will be here Christmas Day, 3 p.m. Eastern time. Book it.
Well, hey, I'm in. Unless
while you're busy being a grumpus, I'm going to take a Masters nap at some point today, tomorrow, Saturday, or Sunday. I'll let you know how it is. You can get over it. But today on the show, we are not napping. You're not here to watch us sleep. We are going to be playing a round, head-to-head round of Fantasy Guess Who. We're going to try a new format where all of us are playing. And then we're also going to give you our PrizePicks entry for tonight's Thursday night football game between Windy Indy and what rhymes with Tennessee? Tennessee.
Ooh,
there we go. Windy Indy and Hennessy, Tennessee.
It's pretty good.
So before we do that though, Sean came in here with a question for us.
What up, Sean?
So Sean, we are glad to have you here and we're gonna answer that question. So he's 3-6 in a 10-team league. I feel it's my second strongest team out of 5, but it's my worst record of the 5 leagues. God, I hate that. I've lost 3 separate weeks by 5 points or less, bad luck and bad decisions. Instead of me breaking this down into multiple questions, will you guys please just set my lineup in this league? Curious to see what I like it. Curious to see what you guys come up with. Half PPR, 1 quarterback, 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 1 tight end, 1 flex. Okay, so standard half PPR lineup. Quarterbacks, Tom Brady or Ryan Tannehill. I'm willing to drop Tannehill to spot start one of the following available QBs. Derek Carr, Tua, Daniel Jones, Matt Stafford, Jake Luton, or Alex Smith. So you guys want to start with quarterback?
Yeah. Let's start here. I think that makes a lot of sense. First of all, I want to say, Sean, that sucks. I know how that feels being 3-6 in a league you feel like you should be dominating in. It's happened to me. There's a couple teams that I thought were my best teams that are now not quite my best teams. So that's fantasy for you. But you got a really good team. I think you're still going to make the playoffs. Let's get you there with this week. This question, I'm going Tom Brady. Easy one for me. What do you guys think?
Same.
Yeah, I agree. I think you have to go Tom Brady. I know he had a horrible week last week, but I'm expecting him to have a killer end of the season. And the Carolina matchup doesn't scare me too much.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not like I don't think it's the world's best matchup for quarterbacks, but it's like middle of the road to lower middle. Like if it was into quadrants, first quadrant being the best, fourth quadrant being the worst. I think this is a third quadrant matchup. Like you're in the bottom half, but it's closer to the center. I'd have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure
sounds like it's below average to me.
Yeah, below average, but not by not at the bottom of the barrel. We're not talking Seahawks down here or something.
Oh yeah.
Now I might play Tua over Tom Brady, but
sorry, go ahead.
I don't know that you'd have to pick him up like you said, so I don't know if that's what you want to do. But this week at least I might do that.
So I am incorrect. Fantasy points against the Panthers are actually in the top half. I would put it in. They're slightly above average, but again, it's Tom Brady with Antonio Brown, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Rob Gronkowski, against a non-super threatening defense against quarterbacks, I'm starting Tom Brady.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, running backs. Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Josh Jacobs, Jonathan Taylor, Zach Moss. Okay, I think we hit on this team a little bit yesterday.
Yep.
I'm starting Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt as my top 2 running backs from this. They are playing the Texans, which is a juicy matchup for running back. There might be some inclement weather, which would be fantastic for Nick Chubb. I mean, keep an eye on the injury report. Make sure he's good, but he's practicing in full. I saw a report today that he's practicing in full without a knee brace.
Yeah, he's looking for that notification because I saw it too.
Nick Chubb is locked and loaded for me in a game against the team with a bad run defense, and there might be inclement weather. And then Kareem Hunt, I just can't bench him. Josh, JL?
Yeah. So go ahead, Joe. I think I know what I'm going to go with here, though.
Yeah, similar, but I would go Jacobs over Hunt here, and most likely when we get to flex, that's going to be Kareem Hunt time.
Yeah, the running backs, I'm going to go Jacobs.
Okay. I think we're going to end up having the same 3 unless one of you puts a wide receiver in the flex, because I'm going to put Jacobs in the flex for me, most likely. Wide receivers, Kenny Golladay, Terry McLaurin, Tyler Boyd, Robert Woods, Jacoby Myers. Go ahead, guys.
It's actually tough. That flex spot is going to be the toughest spot for me to fill. It's hard not starting McLaurin, Robert Woods, and Tyler Boyd. It really is. I'm probably sitting Kenny Golladay. I just looked it up. Kenny Golladay is still not practicing. That's scary. I mean, he's probably your best receiver when healthy, but it looks like he might not be healthy for this week. So if I had to go wide receivers, for sure put in my lineup, I'm definitely going to be starting Terry McLaurin and Robert Woods, I think, honestly, personally. And I like Tyler Boyd a lot. So we'll see what we do when we get to the flex.
Man, yeah, Terry McLaurin's my definite start for me. And then for me, it comes down to Tyler Boyd and Robert Woods, like you're saying. The Pittsburgh defense actually they're not as good against wide receivers. I
wouldn't Terry McLaurin
and
Robert Woods. Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm talking about for Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd is playing the Steelers this weekend.
Yeah.
And their defense against wide receivers doesn't scare me nearly as much as it does against running backs. But the Bengals O-line is awful, and I'm not sure how much time Joe Burrow is going to have back there. So I think I probably agree with you.
Yeah, I'm going definitely locked in McLaurin and Robert Woods.
Cool.
I prefer Robert Woods over Boyd by just
me
amount.
Too. We're in way too much
definitely this week. Definitely this week. And now this is where it could get a little interesting, but actually now I'm thinking about it more. It probably won't. What are you guys going for flex, you think?
Jacob still.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
The Broncos are actually.
I already went Jacobs. Kareem Hunt, sorry.
Yeah, well, when are their games? This is something that maybe we should bring up because you do want to put in your running back spot the players that are going to be starting earlier, and then in your flex spot, so you have more flexibility. For the games that are starting later.
He can figure that out. He can look at the start time.
Yeah, I know.
Given the best starts available. I think the Jacobs, I'm tempted to sit him just because you have other great options, and he's got a tougher matchup. The Broncos' run defense actually is pretty good. But I still think I'm going to throw him in the flex spot. I don't have the balls to bench Josh Jacobs.
They are favored in this matchup.
They are favored as well.
5,
Makes sense. So I would go. I think we're mostly in agreement. Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Josh Jacobs, Terry McLaurin, Robert Woods, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
And then we just have to tight end. I'm going Noah Fant, I think.
That's actually might be the toughest decision there is to make. But yeah, I'm gonna go Noah Fant as well.
They're real close for me. Man, why are we in complete agreement from top to bottom?
It's weird. It doesn't normally happen like this.
Usually we do not agree even on one question. This was like 5 questions in one, and we would all set the borderline identical lineup, maybe just switch who's in what spot.
Exactly. It's a good team. Exactly. It's
a great team.
Thank you, Sean, for the question. That was a good one.
That was awesome.
Okay, so and based on your current lineup, it's very similar to what we said. We would just sub out.
He's got Boyd in there and Goddard.
Yeah, we would sub out Boyd for Jacobs and Goddard for Fant, but I totally understand making other starts as well. So
both of those decisions you currently have are not wrong. It's very close with both of those. So it's your call. But we would lean instead of Boyd and instead of Goddard, Fant, Jacobs.
Okay. You guys ready to make our PrizePicks entry?
Do it.
So we are doing something new this week, or for tonight's game. We each picked one player ahead of time that we were confident we liked their line, and we're going to do 1 3-pick entry with each one of our picks on there. So it's probably not the optimal strategy because maybe we have some opposite correlations or things that don't necessarily follow the same game script, but now we can single-handedly blame whoever was wrong whenever the entry loses, make it a little bit more like a competition, and provide some more shame for tomorrow's show, unless we're all correct.
Yeah, at least, doing it this way, we know at least one of us is very confident in that person, and you never know what way a game is going to go. Sometimes you try to follow that game script, and that just kind of messes with you a little bit, and sometimes you just got to pick the right players, right?
Okay, Josh, do you want to go first and tell us?
Yeah. So, I was looking into this, and I personally really like the over for AJ Brown here.
Okay.
They're playing the Colts. The Colts, they have a good defense, right? But the way to beat the Colts, in my opinion, is definitely through the air. Now, is Derrick Henry going to have a good game? I could see it happening. Don't get me wrong. But AJ Brown has been killing it since he's came back from injury. I think so. What the over/under is 15.6. He's gotten that almost every game he's played, except for in Week 8 against Cincinnati. He got close, and then Week 1 against Denver, he also did not score it, but got close. And I think that's the week he got injured. So when it comes down to it, I feel very confident that AJ Brown's going to score 15.6 points. And I think he's their best receiver by far too. Tannehill's been killing it, very efficient, and I think it's going to be a close game where they're going to need to keep throwing.
Okay, AJ Brown over. I like it. I like your reasoning. Now, JL, what do you have for us? What is your addition to this entry?
I am so scared about this, but I'm going to go over on Derrick Henry.
Okay.
I like that 18-point line. I think he's going to probably be in the 20s.
Nothing wrong with that.
There's a chance he couldn't. It's not the best matchup for him. I think Indy is 4th against the run, so it's not spectacular, but at least they've been using him heavily, and he's been very consistent, and so I think that he's going to do well.
Does anyone know what the temperature in Nashville is supposed to be tonight?
Seriously, I'm going to look it up.
42 degrees tonight is what it's supposed to be.
That's not that cold. It's not.
But
it's getting there.
It's a little chilly. It's a little chilly. He might start waking up a little. He might go, ooh.
Well, he
just needs to not wear any underpants so that he feels the cold a little extra, and then he'll wake up. That's my advice for Derrick Henry. Skip the Thursday night underpants. I'm sorry, this show just got weird.
So it looks like we think that the Titans might be winning this game. I don't know. We'll see.
So since I was the last person to go, unfortunately, I have been back into selecting a Colts player because entries have to have players from at least 2 different teams. And if we're being honest, the competition we're in for this, JL, I messaged my teammates saying I am not touching this game, or I'm not touching Indy with a 10-foot pole because I have no clue where the ball is going. For any position, for the running backs, wide receivers, there's only one position I'm confident in.
Is it defense?
Is it kicker?
Is it
no.
Kicker? Is it Phillip Rivers?
Phillip Rivers is going to touch the ball every play of this game. I don't know who he's throwing to. Is he throwing to Zach Pascal? Is he throwing to Michael Pittman? I have no clue. Who's going to get the ball for the running backs? Is it Jonathan Taylor? Is it Jordan Wilkins? Is it Nyheim Hines? There is no clarity on this team whatsoever besides Phillip Rivers and Rodrigo Blankenship. But I'm going Phillip Rivers. The Titans are not that good against the quarterback. They're a very middle-of-the-road team. I think the Titans are going to score, so the Colts are going to have to keep up. Phillip Rivers is going to have a good game. We're going 3 overs, boys. I'm taking Phillip Rivers over 17.1 points.
It is high scoring.
I was going to say, I felt bad about my pick, but now that Simon's gone, I'm not that even if I have shame tomorrow, I will be sharing that shame.
Well, what did you guys want me to do? Like say, let's just like flip a freaking coin between the wide receivers for who's going to get the touchdown. Like,
listen, we determined it was going to be whoever got their answers in first. I was looking at this. I was like, there's no way I want to go with the Colt because I am not, just like what you said, I just am not sure. So good luck. I wish us luck.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Let's go. What do we want to do? 20, 25?
Yeah.
We'll do 25. Hit 3 out of 3. It'll pay out 5x.
I think this is a good way. We're going to win this one. I really think so. I think we're good.
I do not think so, but that's
the jail. No,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Be honest. I don't think so.
I want confidence out of you, man. Let's go.
Woo! We can't win because that's got to stay.
We got to leave it right here.
Yeah.
No particular reason. Just okay. That's our entry though. Phillip Rivers over 17.1, Derrick Henry over 18, and AJ Brown over 15.6. Triple overs, 2 Titans, 1 from Windy Indy. We'll see how this does tomorrow. You guys can either shame us tomorrow or go, wow, you're so smart.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. AJ Brown's gonna get hit his over. That's and then I'll win, and then you guys look dumb, and it's all good.
That is likely.
Miles says, should I pick up Newton off waivers? My QB is Brady right now. I'm starting Brady over Newton rest of season. Might there be some better matchups for Newton? Will Newton have some better games? Maybe. He can always rush in 2 touchdowns, but Brady's got the better team, the better receiving core. I think he's the better quarterback. I'm going to start Tom Brady every single time.
Agreed.
Also, if you guys want to get in on the action on PrizePicks, you think our picks are stupid because we're some dumb jabronis and you know the real winners, you can use our code FYF when signing up and you'll get a 100% deposit match up to $100 upon signing up and depositing. So again, that's the code FYF if you want to play on PrizePicks. Now, guys, are you ready for the head-to-head game of fantasy Guess Who?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
How this is going to work.
So
We've
ready.
each brought 2 players, and we'll just alternate who is the person with the player. The person with the player. So I'll go first. Josh will go second, and Jail will go third, and then we'll keep going in that order until we've each done 2 rounds. And before we do that, Sean says, P.S. I'm just glad none of you picked JT. Everyone else high on him again this week, and I've started him every week. He's been the starter, which is part of the reason I'm 3-6. Yeah, I've started JT every single week as well, and I'm starting him again in some leagues this week. But if I had your team, he would be on my bench.
Yeah.
It's just because my next best option in these leagues is like Kerryon Johnson or Brian Hill.
With those running backs, I'm not starting him.
Yeah.
I could see him having a good week, but I'm not betting on it. That's for sure.
Okay. You guys ready? We can dive in.
Ready?
Yeah.
Boom.
And then Miles, by the way, I wouldn't pick up Newton. I don't think he's worth it. I just don't see when you would be starting him. I don't like holding 2 quarterbacks typically, unless
it's super flex or if your quarterback has I guess it's time to start thinking about playoffs.
Yeah.
But I think Brady actually has a pretty good playoff schedule, doesn't he?
If I remember correctly, I think he did. So just to make sure, you said you were starting right, Simon?
Vikings, Falcons, Lions in 14, 15, 16.
Vikings, Falcons, Lions is a good playoff schedule.
Yes, that's a good playoff schedule. Okay, I'm going first. So I'll explain the rules for anyone who hasn't watched us play Fantasy Guess Who before, and for Josh, because I know he always forgets.
I can't keep track of shit.
How it works is I have a fantasy player or an NFL player. You could call them either thing. They probably prefer NFL player that I have come prepared with. Josh and JL are going to ask me yes or no questions about said player. Josh is going to go first. So if he asks me a question and the answer is yes, he gets to ask another one. Keeps going till I say no. At that point, he guesses who he thinks the player is. If he's wrong, it goes on to JL, and he'll do the same thing. We do this until someone gets it right. Once someone gets it right, the other person gets one final guess. No more yes or no questions, just one final guess on who the player is. Oh, wait, no, that's not how this works in this round because there's only one player. So ignore that last statement. This is not head-to-head. This is head-to-head-to-head. So we'll go until someone gets it right, and then they get a point. I apologize for telling you the wrong thing.
Makes sense.
ISO only, what's up?
What up, ISO?
And then Claudia wants to know any updates on the CMC injury. I believe he's not out for the season. I'm also debating McLaurin or Davis PPR.
Davis, Corey Davis, or
I'm
Mike Davis?
Doing Mike Davis.
Yeah,
I think he's come in here before with Mike Davis on his team.
So yeah, I think CMC's only been ruled out for like this week so far. I don't think there's really any word on how long that's going to be.
They're saying he's possible to play next week, if I remember correctly, was the wording that I heard.
So, I mean, if you're debating McLaurin or Davis this week, that's actually a really good question. Is it a PPR league? I guess that really won't make a ton of difference.
Mike Davis has more catches than
than Terry McLaurin. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It really doesn't make a difference.
It's McLaurin easy for me.
Really? I don't know, man. I don't know. I might start Mike Davis if McCaffrey is in fact out, which it looks like he's going to be. Almost guaranteed that he's out. He's listed as doubtful in most of the apps, but they're just being stupid.
I can't help but to think you have another option that's worse than both these guys. But if I had to choose between the two and I knew McCaffrey was out, I think I'd go Mike Davis as well. Yikes. I love McLaurin too, but man.
So the Panthers are playing the Buccaneers.
Yeah, that's a good run defense. But again, it's the passing work that really makes Mike Davis so attractive, right?
Yeah. Man.
I don't know. Man. It's such a close call.
So he has Allen Robinson is his other player that he could bench. No, he's got a pretty good matchup this week, doesn't he?
I love McLaurin. I don't know how I could bench him, actually. If this was my team and I had McLaurin and I was playing him every week, I would probably have him in my lineup. I love Mike Davis. The Bears, but McLaurin's more consistent.
Bears are playing the Vikings. You're not benching Allen Robinson against the Vikings. Yeah, that's at least not in my eyes. Tough, but I think I'm starting Mike Davis there.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's tough.
I switched my answer to Terry McLaurin.
Okay, 6-3 PPR team: Watson, Moore, Chark, A-Rob, Woods, Claypool, Boyd, Derrick Henry. Is that Jared Cook? I'm guessing. Miles Sanders, Mixon, Hunt, Kelsey, trade.
If that's Dalvin Cook, this team is ridiculous.
This team is ridiculous, even if that's Butthole Cook, the practice squad player for the Cleveland Browns.
Butthole Cook. Very well respected.
Yeah. Actually,
that team is disgusting.
Watson, A-Rob, Woods for Brady, and Hill.
I'm guessing Tyreek Hill.
So let's see. You're running your wide receivers. Your wide receivers would be fine after making that trade. I would do that trade. I don't love it.
I would see if instead of Woods, you could throw in Chark or Moore or Claypool. Maybe see if that's enough to get it done. I still think I would do it to get Tyreek Hill and Tom Brady on your team right there. Both have excellent playoff schedules. The Chiefs' playoff schedule is fantastic as well. I know you're talking about the Bucs one here with Brady, but I think I'm making this trade. See if you can throw Chark in there off of his big week. See if they'll bite on that, because I'd rather have Robert Woods instead of DJ Chark rest of the season. John Luke?
I don't know. I guess I would make this trade. D-Watt and Tom Brady rest of the season. I don't know that really makes like a crazy difference for me. So essentially what this comes down to is Allen Robinson and Robert Woods worth packaging to upgrade for Hill?
The total value is probably on Allen Robinson and Woods' side, but considering your team and its depth, I'd rather have the better player here, personally. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do we get word on if that's Jared Cook or Dalvin Cook?
I'm assuming Jared Cook is actually I would
assume Dalvin Cook, because he only, he was going wide receivers, running backs, then his tight end, I would assume Dalvin
Hunt at the end.
Jewlosophy. What a name. I like it.
What's up?
Man. Thanks, Sean.
So we had another question from Claudio. Goddard or Ingram, PPR rest of season. I saw Sean said Goddard for sure, but I think I agree with you. I am fading Ingram rest of the season unless I have to. It's just too unreliable. I love the dude. He's a Hillgrove guy like me. Another Powder Springs Hillgrove boy. Me, him, and Kenyon Drake. Used to hang out all the time. So, but I have to bench him. I actually never hung out with either of them outside of school.
Yeah, I would go as well. Goddard.
Yeah, same. And to Kellis talks, I would probably make that trade, the one that we were just talking about.
Dalvin Cook. Jeez, yeah. Dude. Well, congratulations on your title.
Yeah. Get Tyreek Hill.
Go ahead and order your trophy.
I would see if you could trade a running back.
Yeah.
Instead of Woods and Allen Robinson. See if you can put one of your
absolutely
lower level running backs in there, because I'm not like crazy about Claypool and even Boyd as like wide receiver 2. I like Boyd as wide receiver 2, but like if anything happens to Hill or Boyd, you're going to be in a tough spot. And so
see if you can trade away Mixon or Miles Sanders. I love that.
Mixon plus Allen Robinson, or Mixon plus Woods,
or Mixon plus Watson.
Get Hill, right?
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah.
Or even Miles Sanders. I'm totally cool with trading away Miles Sanders. Minor Sanders off of this team. Okay, we had a question from Jewel Osby. Just traded Adam Thielen and James Conner for Stephon Diggs and Fournette. Was it a good move? I like the upgrade to Stephon Diggs. I think it's an obvious downgrade from James Conner to Fournette, but James Conner's been a little bit underwhelming this year. Not bad, but underwhelming. I would have to see your team, but I love the upgrade from Thielen to Diggs.
It's a fair trade in my opinion.
Yeah, agree.
I think which player do you like better? Do you like Thielen better or Diggs better?
Diggs, for sure.
Okay, then I think
I would like James Conner better than Fournette, though.
Yeah. I do like James Conner a lot better than Fournette, probably more than I like the upgrade for Diggs. So it's a good move if it balanced your team out.
Yeah.
In a vacuum, I don't know if I'd make that trade, but it's close enough that it could be based on your preference.
Very even trade, in my opinion. Yeah.
This is an interesting one. Kenyon Drake, Brandon Cooks, and DJ Moore for Zeke. What do you think?
Brandon Cooks, DJ Moore.
Do you need wide receivers? If you're going to be starting DJ Moore and Brandon Cooks every week, I would probably do this trade. Man, it's hard to trade Zeke for that. But if it's a redraft, definitely.
Do you know if he's getting or
he has Zeke?
I got offered.
Zeke. Okay.
Oh, hello,
Simon.
Hello.
Am I having camera problems again?
No, you look good.
You look fantastic.
Okay, thank you.
He said he has Kenny and Julio. Oh, is he gone again? All right. Does that change anything for you,
Kenny
Josh?
And Julio. Does it change anything for me? How many wide receivers do you start? Do you start 3 wide receivers? Then not really. Man. So I'd rather have Zeke than anyone else.
I was going to say, let me ask you a question. Who do you want rest of season, Zeke or Kenyon Drake?
Zeke.
Jail?
Zeke.
Okay, I think I agree. Even though it's been awful, I think I agree. And with those wide receivers, with Kenny and Julio, you're probably starting both of them over Brandon Cooks and DJ Moore. I probably keep Zeke.
Yeah.
Initially, I was leaning on the other side, but it doesn't seem like you're hurting too bad at wide receiver. I think I keep Zeke.
I would maybe try and trade Zeke for something else.
Yeah, maybe a better receiver in there. I like DJ Moore. Don't love him. And Brandon Cooks is kind of the same thing. Like if you could get a lower tier running back plus a better wide receiver, I would like the trade more.
Yeah, and you're giving up a lot of bench spots too in this trade, which has value. It should be considered because Kenyon Drake's going to be sitting at least for a little while. Just consider that.
I think it does make your starting lineup better in the long run, though, if you have a good record. So if this is the only trade you can get, maybe I would do it. Mm-hmm.
So this is the trade that we were looking at. Adam Thielen and James Conner for Stephon Diggs and Leonard Fournette. His team is Josh Allen. This is starting lineup, I'm guessing. Josh Allen, Dalvin Cook, CMC, Keenan Allen, Travis Kelce, Tyler Boyd, and the Steelers D.
Solid team.
Sorry, I just saw Julosities just got offered Josh Jacobs and DeAndre Hopkins for CMC. Consider it. Yeah, I would do it. But that's just me. Especially if we needed to
Which
win.
one are you talking about?
Sorry, it's a more recent one.
Yeah, wait here, Josh. Wait till we put it on the screen. That way we know what you're talking about. We'll throw it up there. Here we go. Now everyone knows what you're talking about. That's one strike, Josh.
Oh no! Don't kick me out.
2 more and nothing happens.
We're gonna call
You actually get a raise.
Yeah.
You actually get a raise if you get 2 more strikes.
I can leave, guys. I need some time for myself. So
We need you. So, Josh, you would definitely take this.
Yeah.
Even let's see, with his team, Josh Allen, Dalvin Cook, CMC, Keenan Allen, Kelsey, Boyd, and I'm guessing now he has Stephon Diggs plugged in there as well.
Yeah, I would take this.
I don't think I
it
take
sounds
it.
like you need a running back.
He has CMC.
Mm-hmm.
CMC's hurt.
Yeah, I mean, it depends if you need to win and you still aren't in the playoffs. I'm definitely.
Yeah, I guess it depends. I'm imagining with this team, like the rest of the pieces, that he's doing pretty well. If you can survive with CMC, then I think I take the CMC side. I think both the other guys on here with me disagree, though.
I mean, DeAndre Hopkins is
He's
top.
6-3.
He's what, top 5?
Yeah,
It's his actual.
yeah, I
finish.
could maybe 6.
Let's see. He's 9.
So he's saying he's 6-3, probably making the playoffs. I think I keep CMC. Dalvin Cook, Christian McCaffrey in the playoffs with Keenan Allen, Tyler Boyd, Stephon Diggs. That's a sick roster.
Yeah, I don't think it's enough, or I think it is way more than what I would value CMC for. Josh Jacobs is not that far of a downgrade, and DeAndre Hopkins is a huge value add.
I completely disagree. I think Josh Jacobs is a full tier below Christian McCaffrey. I think Christian McCaffrey healthy is with Dalvin Cook and maybe Derrick Henry rest of season. Oh, and Alvin Kamara. Like there's that, and then I put Jacobs in the tier below.
Yeah,
He's definitely a tier below. I just mean still top 10.
Yeah. I guess for me, it's not with the roster that you have. Like if you were desperate for wide receiver, which you're not, then I'd be willing to make that downgrade. So I wouldn't make this. JL sounds like you would. Josh, would you? Yes, Josh would make
Trading makes fantasy fun. Get the trades in, boys. Get them while you can. It's going to be more fun when it happens. You can come back and blame us if it doesn't work. I don't care.
Speaking of trading makes fantasy fun, we had a lot of fun whenever Sleeper implemented the update and it showed you a player's transaction history on their player page. Our Dynasty League that we're all in together, I think for the next hour after it was put out, we just spent that hour roasting each other in the chat for horrible trades. Though it was really all just one person. Tim McDaniels, I don't think you're in here today, but we just took turns. Every time you clicked on a player, like a good player, at some point he was on Tim McDaniels' team, and Tim McDaniels traded him away for nothing. The most egregious one was he traded away Derrick Henry and a second-round pick for Willie. A third-round pick for Willie Snead.
That was me. He offered that to me, and I did not want Derrick Henry at all at the time. I was like, he was playing like crap. I was like, I mean, I'll take the 3rd-round pick for Willie Snead. Like, shit, like. And then the next, 2 days later, I was like, well, I got to get rid of Derrick Henry now. And I flipped him, and it was a horrible, horrible trade.
Yeah. I know at the time it wasn't that bad to get rid of Derrick Henry, but like looking back at it, that one looks disgusting. Derrick Henry for Willie Snead, that's awful.
I remember laughing at that at the time, even though I value Derrick Henry like so little.
Yeah.
I still was like, Willie Snead?
Yeah. JL, the transformation that you've done in the last couple of weeks, you went from the biggest Derrick Henry hater I've ever met to you literally have Derrick Henry's face tattooed on your back now. You love him.
Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful face, and I'm very happy with the tattoo. But you have to be flexible, You can't when
very flexible.
Things change. When you're wrong, you got to be able to admit it.
I'm not flexible at all. I can't even stick my leg up straight.
Oh, wow. That's pretty bad. Is that a tat on your leg?
What?
What?
Don't tell my mom.
All right. I hope she's not in here.
The Alabama A.
Now, I'm not whipping my
He's on
butt
your
out
butt?
on live stream. That's
I
on.
didn't know. I just
That's on
figured.
OnlyFans.
In case
You got to
wonder
subscribe to
if
our premium
Simon,
content.
if Simon lives up to his bets, he has a Alabama A tattooed on his buttocks.
Sounds like he does live out up to his
In
bet.
He does.
He does not like Alabama.
In 2011,
That's not-
my best friend from high school was going to the University of Alabama the following year, and I was going to Clemson. And we decided to make a bet that if Clemson and Alabama played for a national title while we were in college, the other person would have to get the loser would have to get the other person's logo tattooed on their ass. So 2011, we had just gotten blown out by West Virginia in the Orange Bowl. Clemson had it was like we were a decent team, but not the national contender that Clemson is now. We had a couple rough years. The Cole Stout year,
the Taj Boyd.
Taj Boyd was the
he
man.
was adequate.
He was throwing to DeAndre Hopkins, Sammy Watkins, Adam Humphries, and Martavius Bryant. So of course Taj Boyd looked like a superstar quarterback. He was legitimately throwing to what would be considered like a really good NFL wide receiving core.
Yeah.
All on one team, but that's besides the point. 2016, we played for a national title. What's supposed to be both of our last years, but we both went for a victory lap or two. And
cheers to that.
And Clemson lost the first one, and so I got a big old Alabama A tattooed on my buttocks. It's the only tattoo of mine my mom has ever paid for. She thought the bet was hilarious. She hates all of them, but she thought that was really funny, so she gave me her credit card and said, "Go get that tattoo."
Oh my god, that's great.
It was awesome. I got it in downtown Atlanta.
The following year, right?
Shout out! What'd you say?
He got one the following year, right? Because Clemson then beat.
So he hasn't gotten it yet because he lives in Colorado.
What a chicken!
He wants me to be there when he gets it. So next time I go visit him,
he's
going to do it
before you go see him.
What? One of my best friends wants me to die before I visit him. So
yeah, that's what he's betting on.
He's excited about it. He told me after we made the bet, he said, "You know what? This is a win-win for me because worst case scenario, Clemson has a cool logo." So
Alabama's logo is really cool.
The letter A, just a letter A.
Yeah, it's red.
Shout out to Iron Palm Tattoo in Atlanta. They're the only late night tattoo shop open, and Mob there does incredible work. I think he's still there. Mob and Outlaw are the two tattoo artists at Iron Palm, and they do killer stuff. And you can go there at like 3 a.m. and get a good tattoo. Iron Palm in Atlanta.
They do great
not a sponsor.
Derrick Henry back tattoos.
They do great Derrick Henry back tattoos. Okay, enough of that. We might have to cut it to 3 rounds of Guess Who, but we will see how fast it goes. I will go first. Josh. We love the questions. I'd rather answer questions than kick these guys' butts and Guess Who. Josh, you're going to ask questions first, and then John Luke, you will follow up after Josh gets one wrong.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
You ready?
I am ready. Are you ready?
Yeah. I might have to Google some stuff, but we'll see.
Yeah. So, hey, we'll start it out with a very basic question that we all love to ask. Is this player in the AFC?
Yes.
In the AFC. Okay. So I will ask a new question. Does this player have blue in their colors, their uniform colors?
Yes.
Blue in uniform? Okay.
Blue in their costumes?
A blue uniform? A blue uniform?
They've got a blue uniform. They are the AFC and have a blue uniform. Let's see.
So they're in the AFC. They've got a blue uniform, or at least blue in their uniform.
All right. Well, I'm gonna really just try to cut it down here. Is this team in the AFC South?
No.
Okay, not in the
they
AFC
are
South.
Not. Okay,
so that is the end of my guessing. Except I will guess a player. So is this person Devin Singletary?
It is not Devin Singletary.
That was a weird thing you did that. It was like you almost like wanted to be like, yeah, it is him. I mean, you could change your answer. You could just say it's him.
If you want.
For some reason I had a weird feeling that you were actually about to guess it. Like I just had this like, oh God, he's about to get it. So I was folding the piece of paper so that you couldn't see my other one that I wrote down so that I could show. Oh, did I just show you?
No.
Okay.
I didn't see it.
So I could show you guys which player it was.
Okay.
All right.
So far, we know he's in the AFC. He has blue in his uniform. He's not in the AFC South. And
it's not Devin Singletary.
All right. Can this player be played in the standard flex position?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
It's not a quarterback. That's kind of what we figured out there.
Not a quarterback.
Not a team defense either.
The day one of us goes with a team defense, that's going to get weird.
Have we set that rule? No kickers or team defenses?
I don't think we've officially put it yet, but we probably should just set that rule.
It would be the longest round if someone just did that without saying anything.
Okay, that's a rule. That's a rule. Now it's been implemented. Looking at me, Simon, I'd be the one most likely to do some nonsense like that. Okay, what's your next question, John Luke?
All right. Is this player either a running back or wide receiver?
Yes.
Okay.
No running back or receiver. Not a tight end is what we just figured out.
What was your noise yesterday when something was right? Ba-bing.
Ba-bing.
All right. Does this player play in let's see, AFC East, North, West? Does this player play
just saying all the cardinal directions?
I had to think. Does this player play in the AFC West?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Okay. All right. We're getting somewhere.
So it is a running back or wide receiver that plays in the AFC West, has a blue uniform.
And that's pretty much it.
That covers all of it. Yeah. There's some other questions that fall within those questions.
And they don't even matter,
Yeah, they don't matter anymore, but
because we know it's AFC West.
We do.
See you, Simon.
Where did I go?
I can hear you. I'll tell you that much. That's all that matters. We don't really want to. Okay. Now we can. There we are. No. Yeah. Okay.
He's still with
Wait,
us.
did he do that on purpose? I don't even know.
I have no idea.
All right.
It doesn't sound like we have him anymore.
I'm here. Sorry, I'm having trouble. I'm having trouble with my camera.
Sounding sexy, looking sexy. Typical Simon.
I'm actually I moved my entire office to an island, an uninhabited island in the Indian Ocean. That's where I'm streaming from today. So there's not the best internet reception. So if my camera's going in and out, then that's why.
Oh, by the way, Josh, did you ever find what's his name's glasses down looking for the timetable?
Oh yeah. That one guy when I wasn't here and I had to go find
James Cameron.
Yeah. Obviously, I found him. That's why I'm back.
Okay. Wow. I didn't know if it was like a
idiot.
Either find it or don't come home type of deal.
I just hadn't heard any updates on Avatar 2, and I assumed the reason there were no updates was because he didn't have his glasses.
Why are we buying time for JL here? All right. Okay. Let's get at it.
All right. Is this
James Cameron or Robert Woods? Rest of season.
Tough one.
James Cameron. Okay.
Can I go Taysom Hill instead? No? Okay. Is this player not a rookie?
Chirp, chirp. Those were crickets, yeah.
Thank you.
Is this player not a rookie? Yes.
Ooh.
He's not a rookie.
Yes, he's not a rookie.
Not a little baby.
I like how the rule change has changed the way we ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
Not a rookie.
Okay, JL.
Okay. Is this player wide receiver?
No.
Wrong.
I couldn't hear you.
Wrong.
Okay, wrong. All right, so we're dealing with a running back.
All right, just to go over the clues real fast. He is in the AFC West, not a rookie, has a blue uniform, and is a running back.
Yeah. I guess JL did nail that down.
I didn't nail what down?
That it wasn't a wide receiver, and you had previously asked if it was a running back or a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got a blue uniform RB, not a rookie, in the AFC West.
Okay.
Can we copyright blue uniform?
Yeah, we might as well. Send it in. I've always heard you don't want to take very long on these copyrights. You want to just get it in, file the paperwork.
Yeah.
Okay, John Luke, what's your guess?
You're going to get it wrong. Let's be honest.
Is it Philip Lindsay?
No.
No!
It is not Philip Lindsay. Josh, you are up.
I did all the work.
Okay, is this player Won the Chargers.
No.
Is this player Melvin Gordon?
No.
Yes, I know who it is.
Okay, JL, you're up. Are you
Oh,
gonna ask another question, or are you just gonna go for the player?
I'm gonna do one of those two things.
I hate you.
Okay, I'm gonna just go for it. Is it Royce Freeman?
It is Royce Freeman.
Yeah!
You are correct. 1 point for JL. You guys flirted with all
Who cares
Denver.
about Royce Freeman?
Dude, he's getting the majority of red zone targets. Look at who leads the league, or who leads the Broncos running back core in red zone targets. It's Royce Freeman for some reason. No idea why they're using him like that. It seems bizarre.
You just make it up. I can't tell. I feel like you made that up.
Why would I make that up? I could be wrong, but I didn't make it up. I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Enough. It's coming from somewhere.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm right that I saw that like this week when I was looking up stats for Fantasy Horse, for week 9 Fantasy Horse. I was looking it up and I remember seeing that.
That would have been dumb.
Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, that would have been. I didn't ask that question. I thought that one was too wild. But okay, JL, you get a point.
Whatever.
JL is now up 1-0.
And I am up
to 1.
With the people, right?
Yeah, and you are the one who will now be giving the answers.
All right. I am going to just use one of the guys here. I circled him, and JL, or who's going to go first? I guess JL. Are we just going to circle?
After you, sir. You can go first, JL.
Okay. All right. Is this player in? I'm gonna use my go-to. Can this player be played in a standard flex spot?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is this player in the AFC?
Yes.
All right. Standard flex AFC. All right. Thank you, Josh.
Not a quarterback in the AFC, essentially.
Essentially, yeah. Is this player not a rookie?
They are not a rookie. They have been in the league
for
more than a year.
Okay. Is this player either in the AFC East, North, or South?
Are they in the AFC East, North, or South?
Which is not the West. Is that what you're asking, Joe?
Uh-huh.
They are in the East, West, North. Wait, what was it?
East, North, South.
Josh, are they not in the AFC West?
Yeah, they're in the East, North, or South.
Okay. And it's the East, North, or South.
I hate your questions. Sean, I completely agree. He says, I've been saying this for 2 years now. Free Philip Lindsay. That dude is awesome. Good. So his rookie year was the year that they gave him the most work. And Philip Lindsay's the reason I went from last to first in a dynasty league. I drafted Nick Chubb in the first round, and then Philip Lindsay picked him up off the waiver wire. And those two rookie running backs that year took me to a title. And then it seems like after that year, they've been trying to supplement him with other backs. They've been doing stuff. I know he has been hurt a little bit, but I agree. Give him the full reins.
They don't trust him,
which is insane.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. He's undersized. He's undersized, and I don't know. Maybe there's something we're not seeing, but he looks like he deserves to be a 3-down back.
Hashtag free Philip Lindsay.
Yeah.
And hashtag fire Steve Harvey. That's what this show stands for. Those are the two things we stand for. And I don't care what you're firing him from. Just whatever he's doing currently, fire him. Okay, JL, what's your next question? Is it Steve Harvey related?
It is not. Is this player a running back or a wide receiver?
Yes. They're not a tight end or a quarterback. They're in the AFC, not a rookie, and not in the AFC West.
Not AFC West, not a rookie. And it is an RB or wide receiver, is what you said?
Yes.
Okay, does this player play for a team with blue in their costumes?
In their
saying
costumes that they put on for Halloween, there's blue on them.
All right,
Their uniforms have blue.
Is that your actual answer?
Yeah, it is.
All right.
So, RB or wide receiver, blue uniform.
Not a rookie.
Not a doctor.
Not a rookie. Not a doctor either.
Fremulon.
All right. Is this player in the AFC South?
That's it. They are not in the AFC South. So that means they're in the AFC East or North.
Okay, JL, what's your guess? You can go ahead and pass it to me because I know you're going to get it wrong.
I might.
Pass it to me.
If one of you guys does the player that I have, I'm just going to do them anyways. And you guys are going to have to figure out that.
We're not going to have multiple rounds, are we?
Is it James White?
Yes. It's James
No
White.
way. Really?
I swear to fucking God, it's James
Yeah.
White.
Hey, what's your language, Josh?
Oh my!
Are you kidding me?
I feel like Josh said something about James White yesterday, and like about something, and it's just stuck.
Well, we were talking. We were talking about him because of our prize picks. I think we picked the under on him.
Yeah.
So I think we're talking about him a little bit. So yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Good job. Good job. I thought it was going to take quite a few more guesses to get there. I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay.
That's
Okay, JL. Well, you have swept the rounds that you were able to sweep, where you weren't competing or where you were competing. So it looks like Josh and I are just competing for second place right here with this round.
Yeah.
So you are up, and Josh and I are fighting for second.
I got the second place, not last place. That's always my strategy.
It does.
If you ain't last, you're first.
Quiplash.
Listen up. In fantasy, at least during the season, you don't have to be in first place throughout the season. You just got to get in the playoffs, and anything can happen in the playoffs, baby. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Also,
I beat Simon last year, and you had a bye and
you
was like undefeated.
Okay, yeah. Me and one other guy in the league were like, each of us had like 2 losses on the season. We had over like 300 more points than JL did. He comes into the playoffs at 6-6, sneaks in as the last team in, and then runs the freaking table, destroys everyone, wins a title. It was nonsense. And then for those of you that haven't heard this story, we have a trophy. It's 7 pounds. It's about this tall in that league. You can't even see my hands.
Give me 1 second.
JL will get JL is gone.
Oh, here we go.
But JL's going to show you the trophy. So JL and I were meeting in Vegas in January, pre-COVID, for the FSGA, the Fantasy Sports and Gaming Association conference. And so we were both flying out there separately. JL and I do not live near each other. I was the reigning champion. I made sure I had room in my suitcase to bring JL the trophy. But I did not tell him that I would be bringing him the trophy in Vegas. So I showed up in the room, pulled out our 7-pound giant trophy, and made JL figure out how to.
Am I getting this home?
Made him figure out how to get it home.
And I was doing an elevator pitch contest, so I had packed pretty much everything I owned, just in case I spilled spaghetti all over my sweater or something. I had a bunch of clothes, but it did lead to a great conversation with the TSA agent. So
That's what life's all about.
That's what life's all about. He did have to check my bag when I guess it went through the.
Hey, there's
the
worse. There's
like,
worse things for TSA to check.
He's like, "What is this giant football?"
Yes, Josh.
He's like, "Do you play football?" And I was like, "No, it's fantasy football."
Do you play football?
More important than actual football.
Yeah, this is my rec league trophy.
Man.
All right, stop bragging, JL.
All right, so Simon, you were asking questions.
I'm asking
second.
first. What? Second? I haven't gone first yet.
Yeah. Simon goes.
Well, you're gonna go second anyway.
No, I'm going first. I'm overriding you.
Is this player not?
Everyone else has gotten to go first.
But I'll start. Is this player not in the NFL?
Go ahead, you big baby.
Okay. Does this player play for an animal team?
Ooh.
No. Oh God. All I know is they're not an animal. Okay.
Again, you keep finding yourself in this situation.
I keep finding myself. So this player is not an animal.
You?
How many? There's quite a few not animals.
Yeah, there are. I'm looking at them now. Actually, I'm like, there are quite a few.
Lots of
Does
animals.
not play for a team with an animal as a mascot.
Okay, I'm considering the Colts are an animal team. Washington football team is not an animal team. Okay, we are going to go with Alan Lazard.
Nope.
Ah, damn.
Can you imagine? All right, is this player in the AFC?
Nope.
Nope.
Well, is he Duke Johnson?
Nope.
Are the Texans an animal team?
No.
Maybe. Look at their logo. That's a cow.
Oh, I actually didn't even think about that. That's a good
definitely
point.
not a cow. I don't think cows
it's
have
a
horns.
bull, I would say, but
Wait, a bull is a type of cow. You guys are kidding, right?
they're different. You would never call a bull a cow, like the running of the cow.
Running of the cows. I got mauled by a cow.
But
that
that's a good
sounds
question. I think a Texan is not an animal, though.
Cattle or cows and bulls are the most common type of large domesticated ungulates.
The
word
Texans
bull
are not in the NFC, so this isn't a very important conversation.
Oh, they are in the AFC. Yeah, that's a good point.
Oops, Josh, that was a really horrible guess then.
Yeah. You should see how my conferences are laid out, and you probably understand why I did that. But
is this player on a blue? Does this player wear a blue uniform sometimes?
sometimes.
No blue in the blue uniform.
We're terrible at this game.
Wow.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
this is JL's day, really.
no blue uniform. Is this player Russell Gage?
It is not.
Damn. Oh, that's an animal. No, the Falcon is definitely an animal. God.
I would say so. No, that's not an animal. It's a bird, idiot.
Yeah, dummy.
I hope everyone knows you're kidding.
Yes, I am definitely kidding. All right, let's see.
I don't even need to write that one down.
This player's team wear a red uniform sometimes.
No,
and work as well as blue uniform. What?
You guys have not gotten a single one right.
Well, that really limits the teams.
Yeah, it does.
1, 2,
we don't know
3.
any position things yet.
Lay them out for the.
Let's see. Is this player Drew Brees?
It is not.
But that is one of the few teams he can be on. I count 3 unless I'm missing one.
1, 2.
Which teams?
3. I'm counting 3 as well.
Okay, so is this player in the NFC North?
Yes.
Okay, because 2 of the teams were there.
Yeah.
So I figured I had better chances there.
Yeah. Drew Brees.
Does this player play in a standard flex spot?
Yes.
Okay, so running back, wide receiver, tight end. Is this player a running back or wide receiver?
Yes.
Okay. Is this player a running back?
Yes.
Okay.
Just to help out the audience real fast. This player's on the Packers or Vikings.
Yeah, it's a Packers or Vikings player because the Lions are animals and blue, and the Bears are also animals and blue.
And a running back.
So it's a running back on the Packers or Vikings, it looks like.
Yep. Is this player not a rookie?
Yes.
Yes, they are not a rookie. Okay, so that
Not
crosses out
a
A.J. Dillon. Does this player's last name have 3 syllables?
No.
Okay, so
I had to do it in my head.
I think I have
you're really going to go with okay. Is this player Tyler Irvin?
That is not who I would have said.
Oh,
Does this player wear green in their uniform?
Why didn't you just ask the straightforward question?
You could have just asked, are they on the Packers?
Yeah. Yes, they do.
Jamal Williams.
That's 3 syllables in the last name.
It is Jamal Williams, and Williams is 2. Williams.
Williams.
I didn't know you pronounced it Williams.
There's 2 vowels. There's 2 vowels in there. No, it's Williams. The name is William. William has 3 syllables. You guys are crazy. I would have guessed Jamal. JL, what I was doing is I was trying to figure out if it was Jamal Williams or Alexander Mattison.
I literally just Googled how many syllables in Williams, and the first thing is 2. So you were wrong.
No, I refuse to give up on that.
Just the fact that you asked that question and JL had to think, because look, it's not Aaron Jones, because Jones, right? It's not Dalvin Cook. So I was like, well, he had to think about it. So Williams. Yeah. Madison would have had 3. That's what. Let's go.
He's Googling it right now, and it's not to his liking. So
no, I'm seeing conflicting reports. I am seeing conflicting reports. That definitely has 3. So I refuse to concede this victory. This is nonsense. Williams has 3 syllables, not 2, and I would have won.
Williams.
It was Willie.
Williams.
And Yums.
Jill, you know what this reminds me of? The Trevor Noah bit where he's talking about an American, like I say mirror, and you guys say
zebra.
Mirror. Yeah, maybe if you
guys say zebra.
How many syllables does?
But you don't call Deborah
Mirror
Debra.
has 2 because a lot of people don't pronounce the last R in mirror.
No, mirror has 1 syllable. It's mirror. According to your guys' logic, mirror is just mirror, 1 syllable. Williams.
Does it have 2? I guess.
Well, why do we say zebra, but Deborah is different?
That's not syllables.
Why don't we call her Debra?
We're just talking about syllables here.
I thought we were talking about Trevor Noah jokes.
I'm not
I'm a little
confused.
Apple
MVP says I'm losing this fight.
Has 1 or 2 syllables.
I'm putting this on. We're gonna put a Twitter poll up.
I was just about to say, let's put a poll up.
You guys can see it on FYF Simon. I'm sure all of us will retweet it. We're gonna put a poll up. I refuse to concede this loss until the results of the Twitter poll.
Can you please just say it again for me? Like how is
William?
Like do the claps. Do it.
Williams.
Willie?
No. Say it normal. You say it one way, and then when you're doing syllables, you change
Williams.
it.
Jamal Williams. That has 3 syllables. That has 3 syllables. Williams.
God, I'm calling your mom after this. She would know.
It's not Willems. Willem is a different name altogether.
Willie and okay,
Jail. Time out.
Willie hyphen
time out. Give me one argument right here. Okay. Let me have one argument and then I'll shut up.
Okay.
How many syllables in the name Liam? How many syllables in the name Liam?
Why does that prove your point? There's 2.
Because William is Will Liam.
No, it's not.
But it's not standalone. It's part of another. You're missing the other part of the word.
W-I-L, which is Will, and then M.
I love that you're splitting William like between the L's. Like that's your argument. Is like, oh, it's between the L's. There's an extra. That's where you start the next syllable.
Wait, so let's take the last 3 letters. Iam, I-A-M. How many syllables is Iam?
Let's split it up.
How many syllables is Iam? I-A-M. If someone said, hey, how many syllables is the word Iam?
Oh my God, this is not how you count syllables, you dummy.
Yeah, like this. William.
We got to digress, guys.
Yeah,
listen, there's a good trade by Jewlosophy in here.
Okay, I'll throw it up there, but I'm just going to say one last thing. If you pronounce Williams, like yummy, then yeah, maybe it's 2 syllables. But saying William is wrong. There's no Y in there.
William.
You're even saying William.
I am saying William.
Yeah, that's 3 syllables.
No, it's not.
Google has already settled this. What are we talking about?
Okay, fine, whatever. Let's go on. We'll look at this question and we're logging off. You guys have grumped me. I'm gonna go watch.
You should have picked a better question if this is so controversial.
Hey guys, got offered another trade for CMC. James Robinson, Calvin Ridley, and Mike Davis. What do you think? Well,
can we I think we all need to take a deep breath first.
Thank God this trade does not include Jamal Williams.
That feels good.
Or Mike
got
Williams.
offered another trade. James Robinson.
James Robson.
Another trade for
Ridley.
James Robson. Christian
Mike Davis.
Robinson has 3.
Robinson. No, it has 2. Robinson. Robinson. Just like you guys do it.
CMC.
It's weird that they're trying to give you Mike Davis if you're trying to get CMC.
I mean, I think it makes sense for them. I think Mike Davis, unless you think CMC's out all season, I don't know why you'd want to trade away CMC for Mike Davis. Like having Mike Davis and CMC would be a good insurance policy. I'm guessing this is the same team you showed us earlier, in which case I'm still keeping CMC.
I'm not. James Robinson and the rest of the season, I think, is going to be like a few spots below CMC. And honestly, like, I think maybe the biggest thing here is uncertainty. Like we're assuming CMC is healthy, but if you can trade away that uncertainty that we just don't know, even if he gets re-injured, I would make that trade. And you're getting Calvin Ridley, who's been top 10 at least. I haven't looked at what it is this week.
I kind of still like the other trade you proposed a little bit more, personally. Josh Jacobs and DeAndre Hopkins for CMC, I think it was.
Calvin Ridley's wide receiver 6 on the season.
Mm-hmm. I'd rather have DeAndre Hopkins over Calvin Ridley myself.
And we were talking about the yesterday. We kind of touched on this, right? And Simon, you were saying like you want to make trades that like if things break your way, it's going to be a league winner. Yeah. Let's say CMC is injured. What does this like? Imagine this trade in both outcomes. Like CMC does play the rest of the season, no issues. Is this normal self versus not? And like
so let's say like best case scenario for CMC. Health wise, this trade is CMC for James Robinson and Calvin Ridley, pretty much, because Mike Davis is worthless if CMC. Wait, Jail, is anyone else seeing that? Jail's face is half missing. Josh, is that?
Oh my god!
That is freaking me out. What is that?
Wait, Jail, it's like half of your camera's frozen, the other half isn't.
Yeah, that's really freaking weird.
Wait, go all the way behind the other side, then just stick your head out.
Anyway, philosophy. Oh man, yeah. If CMC was completely healthy, and I knew that 100%, even if he was missing this week, I'm gonna stay with CMC in this trade. Not knowing that, like JL said, is kind of the biggest concerning factor here, which makes the trade pretty even in my mind. I guess I lean CMC.
Me too. Only because the news has been positive about him coming back. But if you have the inclination that maybe he's not going to be 100%, he's going to miss a lot of time, then both of these trades you proposed are fair. Yeah. And I could see going for either one. I don't think they're bad trades. I'm keeping CMC in both of them. JL, sounds like you would take the other side in both of them.
Yep.
And Josh, sounds like you would take the other side in one of them, in the D-Hop and Josh Jacobs one.
It's just it's a gut feeling, guys. CMC, if he's healthy the rest of the year, he's the best player in the NFL. So keep that in mind. My gut's telling me Josh Jacobs and DeAndre Hopkins.
Okay, there we go. There's our disagreement. We agreed way too much in the beginning. Sean, absolutely. I 100% plan on going to take my master's nap. And when I wake up, the first thing I'm going to say is Williams. It's not going to change that.
Willie.
Yeah, how many syllables in the name Willie? One?
Willie Snead.
There's 2.
Willie.
Well, guess what? There's extra stuff in Willie.
Okay, on that note,
wait, real fast. The Blue Crew. I don't know if we touched on this. Pick 2. Just right. I want to help you out. I would be going.
Read it out loud first, that way, in case.
Half point PPR. Pick 2 at wide receiver. Godwin, Thielen, T. Higgins, or Chase Claypool. I got Godwin in there, and I'm actually going with T. Higgins. I know they're playing the Steelers.
And the Vikings are playing the Bears.
I get it. I like T. Higgins. I like what he's been doing every week.
Yeah, it's Godwin and either Thielen or Higgins for me.
Yeah, me too.
If you could put one in your flex, maybe. But I'm probably going to go Thielen.
Fair enough.
JL, we
I
can't see you, but we can
know
hear you.
my camera's kind of messing up. Yeah, I would agree. Higgins. And what was the other one you guys picked?
It was
Godwin.
Yeah,
I said
Godwin,
Godwin and
Thielen,
Thielen.
Higgins, Claypool. Yeah,
I said Godwin, Thielen. Josh said Godwin, Higgins.
I'll probably go Godwin. I'm sorry, Higgins, Thielen.
Oh, wow.
If you go Higgins, Thielen, then all three of us have a
Trifecta.
So not Claypool. I hope that
Certainly
helps.
yeah.
Listen, the safer option is probably Godwin and Thielen. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah. Julosophy likes what Josh is saying. He's keeping CMC.
Do it.
Okay. Now you know what brand webcam JL has, as he just showed us all his GoPro camera. He's the fancy one. Josh and I both have our built-in computer webcams. Am I wrong, Josh?
And look how good we look.
And mine
You're
mine
right.
makes me look fat, but that's okay. That's besides.
Okay.
JL looks great right now. He looks the skinniest out of all of us.
Skinny
We are
suburban.
on here every day at 3 p.m. Eastern time. If you want to come back tomorrow, we are playing Fantasy Quiplash with Eric and Tim yet again. It'll be a blast. Maybe Josh can finally win one this time. Josh and Eric are winless in Quiplash so far.
Quiplash is all about not coming in last.
Yeah, yep. That's all about, not only once we implement the punishments. If you like what you're seeing, if you guys could follow us on Twitch and subscribe to us on YouTube, Front Yard Fantasy, we would really appreciate it. That would be super helpful to us. And we will see you guys back here tomorrow and Monday next week and
The
Tuesday.
trade
and
deadline
Wednesday.
is so close. Trading makes
Thursday.
fantasy fun. Please get those trades in while you can. Seriously, the trading deadline is coming up so soon. Get the trades in. It makes it so much more fun. And win